Ready to get in the mood. Mood for the moodies, that is. You guys, my new line is being released this weekend, and I wanted to come up with the very best way to show you all the colors. And can we just take a moment to say how beautiful this setting is? Like, don't you guys think I should move to the beach just so that all my videos can have this background like it does on my vacation? I'm just saying. Okay, let's get going. So Miss Lillian's definitely had some fun naming these colors. For those of you who may not know, Miss Lillian's makes all my waxes for me because she's awesome. Anyway, she named all of these after rogue rulers of the world. I don't really understand the connection, except that I'm guessing they were all just in really bad moods. Let's start off strong with the inept and selfish Roman Emperor Caligula. I don't remember anything about this in history class, but I do remember that movie. Yeah. Okay, and now this is my favorite color. I kind of want her to switch the name, so that name doesn't have to be my favorite color, but let's move on. And now we have the Grand Prince of Moscow, Ivan the Terrible. And they say he was called the Terrible because back then, terrible just meant fearsome, and he wasn't really that bad. I don't know. I wasn't there. Next up, we have Vlad, the Impaler. I guess that name just speaks for itself. And he was evidently the inspiration for Dracula. Now, Genghis wasn't as much evil as he was shrewd. He won a lot, and it was best to surrender quickly. Okay, maybe I don't have the right Rudolph. I mean, it's not the red-nosed reindeer Rudolph. I know that. But the only Rudolph I found was the Holy Roman Emperor and the greatest patron of the arts ever. So we like this guy, and we like this color. So here I'm just blending all the colors together, and I don't know if you noticed, but all of these have a red-ish base. Some are like red purple, red pink. So these are going to be great for any fall makeover. So this is the first 5 all blended together and buffed. I don't know what I'm doing with the twirling, but isn't that gorgeous? All right, let's get on to the next 5. I think we can all agree that King Henry just wasn't really good in relationships. Let's just leave it at that. Now, I love this color so much, you are going to see it in my next video called How Far Does This Jar Go? Ah, the founder of fascism himself. Hello, Benito. It's just the gift that keeps on giving, huh? Luckily, you're a pretty color. So Attila was known for his savagery, his atrocities, his violence, his intelligence, and his leadership skills. Sounds like a man in finance to me. So King Ludwig evidently just spent all the money on himself building lavish palaces. He was a patron of the arts. Unfortunately, the artist was Wagner. Lastly, we have King Nero, who was known for his savagery and debauchery. I mean, join the club at this point. Kings aren't nice. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little history tour brought to you by Tanglewood Sue and Wikipedia. And here are the final candlesticks. The one on the left is not buffed. The one on the right is buffed. So you can kind of see the difference between the two. I will also be adding all the moodies to the Tanglewood Sue-per Shifter color guide that is sortable by color, by shift, by base, by sparkle, by all the good things. So if you want a much clearer idea of all the different shifts of the colors you've seen today, download the guide.